Good morning, everybody. Welcome to meditation. Commencing in several minutes' time. Good morning, David. You okay? Good morning, Joe, Heather, Paula, Polly, Julie, and Julie. The two Julies, once again, leading the way for the Julies. Hello, Tony and Kate. Several Kates, at least 3 I know of, doing these daily sessions. Hello, Dawn. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Meditate with Adam, session 73, June the 3rd, 2020, 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. Here we are again for our meditation, where we're going to be continuing our training and looking at the mind, turning our attention to our mind, turning our attention inside, becoming an inner being, realizing that the solution to many of our problems is turning within, and liberating ourselves from this idea that there's something wrong with us. Like when we experience stress, when we experience anxiety, when we experience insecurity, when we experience loneliness, and all the other emotions that arise in our mind, we can immediately think there's something wrong with us. And we shouldn't be feeling like this. Even feeling unhappy, feeling unhappy, start panicking. So there's no real training, is there, to deal with this? We potentially can grow up with no idea what to do when we feel unhappy. We generally, what happens is we turn our attention to some object of distraction. We try and distract ourselves away from this feeling. When we feel lonely, when we feel isolated, the feeling comes, we panic, and then we distract ourselves, whether that's spending hours on the internet, disappearing into the TV, whatever it may be. Distract. The emotion's still there, we distract ourselves. We may look around and see other people and think they look fine, they look happy, but why aren't I? Why don't I feel like that? I should be feeling happy, I should be well, I should be okay. But to some degree, if we are aware of our human situation, and developing these strong emotions is natural. To be anxious. Who wouldn't be if we're aware of all the circumstances, potential circumstances that could arise in our life? Who wouldn't be anxious? We're not. In meditation, we're not just putting our head in the sand, pretending that nothing is happening to us, everything is wonderful. everything is fine. Because in some respects it's not, is it? And we know. As our human life progresses, we're aware things sometimes can be very challenging. And we also have those challenges around the corner, bigger ones for ourselves and our family. So who wouldn't be anxious and stressed and worried? So being anxious, stressed, worried, disappointed, depressed, unhappy, these emotions to some degree are natural responses to the human condition. So when we have them, the first thing to appreciate is that there's not anything wrong with us. And a big part of this is the same with physical sickness as well. Physical sickness, mental issues that arise, a big part of working with them and moving on from them is first of all accepting them. Accepting this is, so we have, let's say we have anxiety in the mind. We accept that. We acknowledge that. Okay, there's anxiety now. We feel disappointed. Okay, there's disappointment now. This is step number one. Rather than rushing away from it or immediately trying to solve it, immediately trying not to feel stressed and anxious. So our culture now is instant. We have instant solutions to our problems, instant distractions. So we can immediately distract ourselves, but the issue remains. When we come back to the quiet of our thoughts, when we're not distracted, potentially we see these emotions again. And this is why meditation is a very courageous activity, because we are no longer running away and distracting ourselves, but we are looking. Now, we're not looking in a judgmental way, and this is the key. We're not saying to ourselves, you are this, you are that. We're just seeing our thoughts for what they are. We're seeing our emotions for what they are and appreciating there's much more to us than these emotions. Even if someone tells us, you're this person, you're like this, you're like that, that's up to them if they want to say that. But inside, we know we're not. We're more than that. Someone labels us, judges us, tells us some negative information. They choose to do that, but we know there's more to us than that. We have anger in our mind, we have unhappiness in our mind. That doesn't mean to say we're an unhappy person. It just means to say that there's these emotions passing, to some degree natural responses to the world in which we're living in. The meditation that we're doing here, we're seeing these thoughts for what they are, which is clouds in the sky of our mind. There's no more helpful activity than looking at our mind in a compassionate, mindful way. And you'll come to see if you keep doing it. We're sitting here, going deeper into our world, seeing we're a lot more than our name, our nationality, our language, the education that we've been given by our parents, our schools, and we're much, much more than that. This is all relatively limited. Our CV, all these things. We go deeper than that and we say, oh, there's more to me than that. And there's a sense of liberation, freedom coming, freeing ourselves from these confusions that we're holding and seeing through the clouds. So we let's say we have an unhappy thought, we see it, let it pass. Lonely thought, see it, let it pass. And we're just sitting there, and eventually, deep peace. As a consequence of doing that, we take it into our life, and then we can have a much broader awareness of who we are, who other people are, and experience peace and happiness. Starting the day with a meditation, like we're about to do, is the way to accomplish this. This isn't just intellectual. I could sit here now and talk for half an hour. Quite easy. No, just talk. There's some information. We go into our day, but the information is, it's just information. We need some experience. That's why we meditate. It's like you read the medicine. This is what it does. Okay, and then take it. down here, yeah, into the heart center or the heart chakra. This is where we position our attention, not here. And immediately you'll feel the shift. Up here, confusion. Yeah. Down here, peace. Usually when our mind and wind and everything descends down here, we go and then we lose consciousness and fall asleep. Yeah, this is what happens every night, or maybe in the day. We lose it. But in meditation, we go down there, we don't lose consciousness, we retain it, and then we go into a deeper mental state. Okay, let's begin. We start by taking 5 long inhalations. Deep inhalation. Hold it. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Final inhalation. And bring it. We set our compassionate intention, encouraging our good heart, taking care of ourselves right now. Our future self, the person will be later, tomorrow, in the future. May that person find peace, find liberation. This is why I'm training my mind this morning. And may there also be peace, calm, and fearlessness in the lives of those around me, those people closest to me. May they somehow benefit from my practice. And may this spread throughout the community. May there be healing within the community. And then we engage in the 9-round breathing. Left thumb inside, under the ring finger there. Fingers around, underneath the right chest. Right finger out. Press it against the left nostril. Deep inhalation. We alternate. Breathe that out 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And again. And then holding the breath, releasing. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe that out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe that out 3 times, the right nostril. Hands in the lap. Deep inhalation. And breathe that out 3 times. Go again. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Hands in the lap. Deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. Final round. Gentle, deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. And then the final one, hands in the lap. This time in your own time. Take a deep inhalation. Hold it for as long as you can. And when you're ready, in your own time, breathe it out 3 times. Turning our attention to our mind, positioning our awareness in the heart center. Our mind is clear, like space, formless, without boundary. Our distractions are like clouds in the sky of our mind. Our emotions, our feelings, our fears, our worries, which usually are pulling the strings in our life. We now pause and take a look at them. In meditation, we are befriending ourselves, giving ourselves a break, not by distracting ourselves, but by looking deeper with mindful compassion. And thereby liberating ourselves from our stress, fears, and happinesses. We see through these cloud-like thoughts and move into the vast sky of the mind. My body, like a mountain. My breath, like the wind. And my mind, like the sky. We see everything inside the mind. Our distractions, they come and go. Instead of following them, we see through them. We don't resist them. We see our distractions. Discover the vast world of our mind. And we relate to that, connect to that. Just for a few more moments, enjoy this stillness, this slowing down of your body and mind. And look ahead today. What kind of day do you want for yourself? Design your day now. In your mind. Although we can't control what other people do, we can learn to navigate our mind and decide what emotions and thoughts we have. And we dedicate the good energy from our morning meditation so we can progress with our training today and through our life. And there can be healing in our community. And across the world. you very much. When you're ready, open your eyes and bring your session to a close. When we look at the day ahead, we may have a list of things mentally or even physically that we need to do. Like now, go and do this. So we quickly go and do that, and then we do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And sometimes we mix those jobs up, so we're multitasking. Yeah. Even in the home, doing this bit of work and that bit together. But if possible, try to create spaces in between tasks. Now, those spaces could be for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes. Pausing and keeping this reflective approach. Of course, we can bring that into our physical actions, but try to create those spaces in between your activities. The tea break, the lunch break, 11s, whatever it is, pausing. And then you're managing to carry on with that reflection. Otherwise, it's just meditation, done that, and then on to the next thing, which is better than nothing. But if you want to bring the meditation alive, create these spaces of reflection in your daily life. Thank you, everybody, for attending today. I wish you a pleasant day. I may see some of you later on the Mindspace Plus program. And then the next Meditate with Adam 74 will be tomorrow evening at 7:30 p.m. Thanks, everybody, and bye for now.